I wanted to come on here and just talk about like the things that I've been going through, lifestyle update, and then just you getting to know me because I don't feel like I've ever done a get to know me. So I feel like we should do that. So for those of you that don't know, I am a girly girl, but then I'm also like a tomboy. So like I'm kind of in between both. So when it comes to like the things that I love all things beauty, I love all things fashion, I love all things lifestyle content, and I love all things music. I'm very down to earth, laid back, but I'm also very like confident and I will speak my mind. Like if I need to, by all means, I will do just that. And I will say like within the past 5 years, like for those of you that don't know, over 5 years ago, I rededicated my life to Christ, which I come from a Christian background. My granddad is a pastor and that's been my life. I was not living like the lifestyle that I knew I should have been living coming from a Christian family. So like for the past 5 years, I have been, just growing in my walk with God, finding myself, and then just also experiencing life from a Christian girl perspective. And so like for me, that has included me having to walk away from a lot of things. That's included me having to say no to a lot of things, and that's helped me to become the best version of myself. And so like that being said, like when it comes to me as a person, I just want to be someone who's well-rounded and then someone who does what they say they're going to do. And so my lifestyle has been me just being consistently keeping up with what I said I was going to do. And so 5 years ago, I made that commitment to live my life for Christ, and I wanted to do it wholeheartedly because before that, I was not living the life that Christians should live. And when I say that, I mean like if you say you're gonna be a Christian, then you should actually want to walk that out. And so like it's been nothing but a blessing. Like God just continues to like show up and show out in my life, and I have gained people and I have lost people along the way. And on this journey, like you have to remember, like when you start wanting to walk with God, He's going to require you to follow Him and get rid of the things that are not like Him. And so on this journey, like I've had to discover what it means to really follow Him and like do it with a sincerity of heart and reverence for God. And so I truly can say that within these 5 years, I have walked away from a lot of things that a lot of people can't walk away from because it has a hold on them. And with that said, I mean like drinking, sex outside of marriage, just hanging around the wrong people, being very toxic. And that was a lot of the things that I was dealing with. And so for me, God delivered me from all of those things. Like I can honestly say I have been 5 years celibate. Like, and that to me is a blessing within itself. And I don't mind sharing this because like I said, this is a girl talk with y'all. I feel like that was one of the biggest strongholds I had on me was sex outside of marriage. So just sexual immorality, if you want to say it. And so for me, I was like, God, you're gonna have to help me get through this because like it was not easy. And so I was like, God, like I just want you to take it completely. I want to save myself from marriage. And He helped me do that. And so when I say like, when you really want to do something and you really say, God, like I want you to take control and like really give me the desire, like not the taste out of my mouth, He will do just that. And like I've had the desire for Him to take that away. Not in the sense that we all, have sexual desires, but I said, God, like I don't want to lay down with anyone, or I don't even want to fornicate if that's the case with myself, and I don't want to disrespect you in that way. So I asked God to help me. And just being able to say like I am literally standing 10 toes on that, like I don't have no reason to lie. I don't have no reason to come on here and tell you that I'm doing something that I'm not. Like God literally has transformed me into someone who chooses to wait until marriage. And so with that said, I have been single for 5 years, happily single as well. Like people ask me all the time, like, you not with nobody? Like, you good? Yes. Like I am living my best life, and it's because like I'm confident within myself and I trust that God has a plan for me when it comes to like relationships, I'm not looking for anybody because I'm focused on me. And so with that said, like God has literally knocked the taste out of my mouth for like longing for someone or feeling lonely. Like I love being by myself. Like when I say y'all, like on the weekends, I will pop in a movie and be good by myself. Like I'm not looking for nobody to come over. Like if you look at my phone, like I literally get texts from my mom and that's it. Like nobody blows my phone up. And because I'm confident with myself, I can say that. And so I asked God to deliver me from that. Along with that, like I wanted to be delivered from drinking, like even social drinking, like, and drinking is not a sin, but I knew for me, like I wanted to go deeper when it comes to my journey with God. So I was like, God, like just knock the taste out of my mouth completely. And with that said, like there's been times when I've had to just walk away from situations that involve drinking just due to the fact that I didn't want to be a part of it. And so God has really shown me that I don't have to have those things to feel good, and I don't have to have those things to have a good time. And so like for me, like my whole point of following God has been to just be good with me. And a lot of people are searching for that. A lot of people have anxiety. A lot of people are going through things that they don't even know why they're going through it. And it's a lot of times because we're not good with ourselves. And so I know for me on my journey, I have just wanted to be someone who can be completely whole without having substances, without having people around me, without feeling like I have to do certain things for people's attention. And it's just been a blessing. Like God, when I say God has been guiding out here, like I am not the same person I used to be. And like when I say that, you might look at me and think like, wow, like she's never had a bad day. Like no, like even when I go through different things, like I know God has got me. And so that's the key. That's the whole point of this conversation, is knowing like who God is, like, and really knowing him for yourself. With me talking about my life, literally day by day, it's a journey. And me choosing to follow Christ is me literally saying, okay, God, I want to get to know you better and better. And I do that every day by studying. I do that every day by spending time with him. I watch a lot of YouTube videos like with pastors just sharing sermons. And then I just honestly surround myself with like-minded people. Like you are who you hang around, and people don't realize like that is literally the reason why we are where we are in life. Is because of who we hang around. And so like I was saying before, like I've had to cut people off that were good people but were not good for me. Like on this journey with me wanting to walk with God, like it's a thin line between good people and then are they good for me. And so I have been able to say, no matter what journey or what level I'm on, I'm always consistent with making sure I have the right people around me, because it can get very cloudy and muddy when you start having too many people in your corner. And so I'm very much to myself due to the fact that I want to be able to discern and hear what God is saying to me at any given time. And so it's very important that you can really have a close relationship with God, so that when he tells you to do something, you know his voice. And so a lot of times there were people in my life that they meant well, but at the end of the day, the things that they were telling me to do were not the things that were lining up with God. And so I had to literally just cut ties with people. And so I feel like on this journey of walking with God and then just getting to know myself, I've learned a lot along the way when it comes to different people. And so when you're honest with people, you can definitely be honest with yourself when it comes down to it, and people will respect you for it. And a lot of people have respected me even when I've had to walk away from them, or even if I had to walk away from a situation, or even if I had to say something and actually correct someone in the midst of something that they've done or are doing to me. I've been able to do that successfully and not really have offended anyone per se, because I am confident in what I'm saying. And then it causes people to actually look at me and say, oh wow, like she really knows what she's doing. Like she really knows what she wants out of life, and she really is committed to following God. I could talk about the material things that God has done in my life, but literally that's just a byproduct of like who God has been. And so what I could say that God has really been doing that you would see on the outside is literally just elevating me. Like when it comes to content creation, when it comes to like the fashion that you see, like the looks, like God has really been guiding and like really just elevating me. Like I could show you my home, and it's just like God not only cares about me spiritually, like he cares about everything else around me. Like he's blessed me with a full-time job. He's given me the opportunity to actually create my own content for you guys, and like my business is doing well. Like God is just really like showing out. And when I say my business, I am a makeup artist, and so I have my own makeup studio, which is in Anderson, South Carolina. And when I say like God is just very strategic in how he elevates me, and it is clear. It's very clear. Anybody that knows me or anybody that has watched my journey, they can continuously see the progression. And so like over this course of me getting to grow and getting to know God better, you can see it inside and out. Like literally you can look at where I started versus where I am now, and like he's literally accelerating me like 10 times the normal speed of getting ahead. So I thank you so much for watching. Look at my life and you will see that God is good, and he's been good to me.